Hey everyone, welcome to Quick Break Games, and today we're going to be talking about some new leaks about the next LEGO game coming out from TT Games. So I actually covered almost all of these leaks over a month ago here on the channel, because originally these came from a fanbyte article in the comment section, and a lot of people thought I was crazy for believing it, but now we have some bigger sources coming out and agreeing with it, so it seems like the leaks were indeed true, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. So this past week, at the time of this video coming out, we got a new report coming here from NintendoLife.com. So this is a major reputable source. It's not just some random comment on fanbyte.com. It says, report, LEGO Disney and Guardians of the Galaxy projects among multiple cancellations at TT Games. In progress, LEGO Star Wars Mandalorian DLC apparently in jeopardy too. And we're going to be talking about that specifically a little bit later as well. So it says, in April 2022, TT Games and Warner Bros. Interactive launched the highly anticipated LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, an ambitious project and one that reportedly took its toll on studio employees. Of course, we covered that as well. A lot of the game developers wanted to crunch during the development of that game. That's probably why it ended up taking so long with all the delays and everything like that. But anyway, this article then goes on to talk about how much the game sold, 3.2 million copies in the first 2 weeks. But it says here, in fact, we have spoken to multiple sources confirming the cancellation of various projects at the studio featuring high-profile intellectual property, including a LEGO Disney title that was terminated just last year. So moving down, it says, known internally as Project Marley, this LEGO game is said to have featured multiple worlds and Disney characters, including Jungle Book, Nightmare Before Christmas, Pirates of the Caribbean, Maleficent, Muppets, Frozen, Toy Story, Winnie the Pooh, or any animated Disney property that's had the LEGO treatment, it seems, with the player exploring a large overworld and Diablo-like dungeons. Not totally sure what that means because I haven't played the Diablo games, but for those of you that have, there you go. The player's overarching goal was to rid each world of an evil purple force corrupting the environment. If that sounds familiar, that's because a similar feature was also shown in Gameloft's Disney Dreamlight Valley, which launched in a paid early access form on multiple platforms in September 2022. We're told that the TT team was struggling with the direction of its LEGO Disney project, and ultimately that Dreamlight Valley proved to be the final nail in the coffin. It was canned after at least 4 years in development. So if you've watched my previous videos on this leak, you'll notice right away that this is pretty much lining up exactly with what that random commenter was saying on fanbyte.com. So he's looking a little bit more legit now, I think. But what's cool about this new Nintendo Life article is that they're giving us a little bit more details than what we got back a couple months ago on that fanbyte article. Like they're talking about the Disney Dreamlight Valley game with how it had this evil purple force corrupting the environment. So that's kind of interesting. I guess that matches up with Disney Dreamlight Valley. So I guess they kind of saw it as a kind of overlap because both of the games were a little bit too similar. But I think the most interesting thing here is that the game was canned after at least 4 years in development. That's quite a bit of development time. That would take it back to at least, around 2019, 2018 or so, depending on when they started. So yeah, that's pretty crazy how they put that much time and money into the game just to go off and cancel it. So let's continue on. So it says, while that is the largest of the canceled projects, according to our sources, several others, all of which were built with Unreal Engine, have fallen by the wayside at TT Games, including Project Cosmic, a LEGO game based on the Guardians of the Galaxy IP, which was said to also feature the Marvel characters Nova and Adam Warlock, was apparently in development for a full 18 months before being scrapped. So that's quite a bit of development time as well, just completely thrown away. We have Project Rainbow Road, a non-LEGO shooter featuring Warner Bros. IP, including DC, Rick and Morty, and Looney Tunes, along with Netflix's Stranger Things, which reportedly started life as a Funko project at TT Games before developer Tintin was set up and took the Funko license. TT apparently tried to salvage what it had, coming up with different ideas for its own mascot designs to wrap the WB properties around. So this is very cool as well. We know Tintin Games is working on the Funko Fusion game, so I wonder if it's going to have some shooter elements to it, because it seems like it was originally going to be some sort of a shooter game, but that's really not what we've heard of Funko Fusion. It seems to be like a 3D platformer of some sort, but we still haven't seen gameplay, but I did find that interesting as well. Then the last part here says a mobile port of LEGO Worlds, known internally as Project Lego X, was originally in development by Playdemic, but this was moved over to TT Games when the former was acquired by EA. So yeah, unfortunately we're not going to be getting LEGO Worlds on mobile anymore. I think that game actually would kind of work on mobile, but I guess it's not happening now. And then we just have this last paragraph I want to read here. It says, additionally, the same sources detail a narrative-based Mandalorian DLC in development for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The character is already available in the game, of course. That is also said to be in jeopardy, along with another new title based on DC's Batman that has apparently been put to one side. It is suggested that development on both of these games has stalled thanks to another large project sucking up the studio's resources, a long-rumored Skywalker Saga-style treatment for the LEGO Harry Potter series. So yes, this is all wrapping up with the previous leaks that I have reported on the channel from fanbyte.com. So it seems like LEGO Harry Potter is the current thing that they're working on, of course, if it doesn't get canceled like a lot of these other projects. I gotta say, LEGO Guardians of the Galaxy would have been the one I would be most excited for of all of these canceled projects. But I do want to talk about this Mandalorian DLC because I personally think that it may still be happening. So we have this tweet from fellow YouTuber As a True that I'm going to read here. It says, TT Games have kicked off the week with new builds of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, including a build meant for Lucasfilm to look at via Steam database. For what it's worth, a Lucasfilm test build was uploaded a month before the second test of DLC was announced. So this is very interesting. So it seems like TT Games is uploading a new build of Skywalker Saga for Lucasfilm to review, and that's exactly what they did before the last DLC came out. So to me, this sounds like they could be presenting this LEGO Mandalorian DLC to Lucasfilm, and that is still on the way. So who knows? This is very interesting. I guess Azu has some inside sources on this because I would have never known this, but shout out to him. A link to that tweet will be in the description, as well as the link to the Nintendo Life article. But anyway, that pretty much wraps up what I wanted to cover in this video. A lot of it is just reconfirming now from a bigger source, Nintendo Life, what we already pretty much knew from the fanbyte leaks. So it sounds like LEGO Harry Potter is still on track to be coming out, and the Mandalorian DLC for Skywalker Saga seems like it's going to be on the way as well, based off of that Steam database leak with Lucasfilm. So who knows what's going on there, but to me it looks like it's still coming. So let me know in the comments what you think of all of these leaks. Are you excited for a new LEGO Harry Potter game? Would you have liked the LEGO Disney game to happen, or even the LEGO Guardians of the Galaxy game? All this stuff is very interesting. Hopefully TT Games can get their act together, and hopefully we can get at least some Skywalker Saga DLC to kind of hold us over until the next game. But that's going to do it for this video. Like this video if you enjoyed it, if you learned something new. Dislike it if not. Subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you guys next time here on Quick Break Games.